Welcome to Anonymous Tarot. I'm Cleo, and I'm thrilled to be joined by my co-host, Billy. Today, we're diving into the Four of Wands.
I love drawing this card. It feels so celebratory. What does it tell us about the energy we are currently working with?
The Four of Wands is all about community, camaraderie, and celebration. It's a card of joy, of being present in the moment with the people and things that bring us happiness.
That's so beautiful, Cleo. But what does it suggest for us when we are feeling stuck or isolated? How can we tap into this sense of community and celebration?
I think the Four of Wands is calling us to look at our relationships, to nurture the connections that bring us joy and support. It's also a reminder that celebration is not just for special occasions, but can be a daily practice.
That's a powerful message. In my dreams, I often see people gathering in circles, sharing food and stories. It's like the Four of Wands is inviting us to come home to ourselves and to each other.
In ancient Greek mythology, the Four of Wands is associated with the myth of the Greeks' victory over the Persians at the Battle of Marathon. This card represents a moment of celebration, triumph, and community, where friends and allies come together to rejoice in their hard-won victory.
I love how this card is also linked to the Roman festival of Quinquatria, which honored the goddess of fertility, Venus. This adds a rich layer of symbolism, highlighting the connection between fertility, abundance, and community.
The Four of Wands is often seen as a card of completion, where the cycles of challenge and growth have come full circle. This card invites us to celebrate our own triumphs, no matter how small they may seem.
And yet, this card can also be seen as a warning, reminding us that complacency and stagnation can creep in when we become too comfortable in our successes. It's a reminder to stay vigilant and continue to evolve and grow.
In many indigenous cultures, the Four of Wands is associated with the medicine wheel, a symbol of balance and harmony. This card reminds us that true victory lies not in individual achievement, but in living in harmony with the natural world and our own inner selves.
I think this card also speaks to the idea of homecoming when we find ourselves returning to a place or a sense of self that feels like home. It's a powerful reminder that our true home is within and that community and connection are essential to our own inner fulfillment.
In dreams, the Four of Wands often appears as a celebration of stability and security. This card can represent a sense of coming home, a place where you feel safe and supported.
For me, the Four of Wands is about creating a sanctuary, a space where we can be our true selves without fear of judgment. It's about embracing the beauty of our own inner world.
In ancient cultures, the Four of Wands was often associated with the goddess of abundance, who was revered for her power to nourish and sustain life. This card can represent a connection to the natural world and the cycles of growth and renewal.
I think the Four of Wands can also represent a kind of stagnation, a feeling of being stuck in a comfortable routine, but not truly living. It's a call to explore new horizons and challenge our assumptions about what's familiar.
This card can also indicate a sense of community and friendship, where we find support and camaraderie with others who share our values and passions. The Four of Wands is often associated with the ancient Greek concept of philia, or the love of life.
For me, the Four of Wands is a reminder that true happiness and fulfillment come from within. It's a message to trust our inner wisdom and listen to our own hearts, rather than getting caught up in external expectations or distractions.
The Four of Wands is a card of community, of celebration, of the human desire for connection and belonging. It suggests that we've reached a point of stability and security, where we can finally rest and revel in our accomplishments.
For me, this card feels like a call to step out of the isolation of our daily routines and into the warmth of shared experience. It's an invitation to let our guard down and simply be with others, to find joy in the simple act of being present.
I love how this card also nods to the idea of rest and rejuvenation. In a world that often values productivity and busyness, the Four of Wands reminds us that it's okay to slow down and savor the moment.
But what about the shadow side of community? How can we navigate the potential pitfalls of groupthink and conformity while still finding our sense of belonging?
That's a great question, Billy. I think the Four of Wands can also suggest a need to create our own community, to find our own tribe that honors our individuality and uniqueness.
I see that, and I think that's where the symbolism of the four wands comes in. They are often depicted as four interconnected circles, suggesting a web of connection that's both strong and resilient.
The Four of Wands often represents a turning point, a moment where we decide to settle into our desires and create a sense of community and stability.
This card can also be about the comfort of being in our own skin, like a gentle warmth that seeps into our bones, and it's something we often overlook in our rush to growth and change.
I think that's a great point, Billy. The Four of Wands is also a card of celebration and joy, and it can be a reminder to not forget to savor the moments of beauty and pleasure in our lives.
Yes, and it's also a card that can help us confront the parts of ourselves that we've been avoiding. The wands represent creativity and passion, and it's only by embracing our true selves that we can truly find happiness.
That's so true. The Four of Wands can also be a call to join forces with others, to build alliances and create a sense of unity and cooperation. It's a reminder that we don't have to do everything alone.
And it's also a reminder that sometimes the most powerful actions we can take are the ones we take with our hearts, not just our minds. The Four of Wands invites us to tap into that gentle, warm place within ourselves.
The Four of Wands is a celebration of community, of connection, and of the joy of being with others. In the context of our current segment, the carry, it suggests that we're carrying or supporting each other in our personal journeys.
I like how you phrase it, Cleo. The idea of carrying each other implies a sense of shared responsibility, a sense that we are all in this together.
Yes, and that's especially true in times of transition or upheaval. The Four of Wands can be a reminder that we don't have to navigate these changes alone, that we can find comfort and support in the company of others.
It also speaks to the importance of boundaries and self-care in these moments. We can't carry others without taking care of ourselves, or we risk burnout.
Absolutely. The Four of Wands is not just about communal support, but also about finding a sense of grounding and stability in the midst of chaos.
For me, the Four of Wands represents a kind of in-between space, not quite celebration, not quite rest. It's a moment of pause, of holding still and being with others in a state of mutual support.
The cards have spoken.
We'll see you at the next draw.